beautiful gnomies, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I am so happy to see you today. I hope that you are having a great week. It is Wednesday, so it is WIP Wednesday here in YouTube land. If you don't know what a WIP is, it is a work in progress, and it is the day that we usually share whatever it is that we are currently working on. So if you are working on something, let me know down below what is your WIP right now. Or whips. If you're like most of us crocheters, you probably have 100,000 of them. Or are you more diligent and like, I can only do one at a time? You can let me know that too. I will be showing you guys the little calendar since it is March 1st. So I will insert a clip here showing you guys March 1st on the calendar. Well, not specifically March 1st, but March's fairy. So isn't that so cute? I love that calendar. I think that's going to be such a fun little thing to look forward to for the first of every month, to kind of separate it up and be like, okay, it's March now. Let's see what our fairy is. And that was a gift from Shannon over at the Spoony Stitcher. I will link her down in the description box if you would like to check her out. She is new here on YouTube. But, well, not new as in, she's been around, but she's newly making a YouTube channel. And she is doing really great content. She's been posting a lot. She's been posting every day, and I've really enjoyed seeing, what she's been up to. So, totally recommend. She's a really good friend, a really good person, and is making really good content. And she gifted me that in some Happy Mail recently, so if you missed that video, I recommend checking it out. I don't remember what video it was, so I guess that's not much of a help, but it was recent. It was like in this past week. I think it was last week. So if you've missed videos recently and you catch up on them, then you will see when I got it, and yeah. I have several WIPs right now, but I got a couple things sitting here on my desk to show you guys. One thing that I have is I am working on that Kaleidoscope Shawl still. I will insert a picture or several over here in this open area to show you guys how it's looking right now. It is starting to actually be big enough to like be a thing, so that is really exciting. And oh my goodness, the way the colors are working up on that is literally just like mwah, chef's kiss. Beautiful. And that is that Katarina Aztec blanket yarn that is discontinued. I don't know if they discontinued all of that yarn or like just that particular shade. But that yarn is so pretty. And I know there are other yarns that look like it, like the Landscapes yarn. They have like a similar sort of vibe to them. And I really like how that looks. So I will definitely have to go in search of some of those yarns that look like that, in the future, because beautiful, beautiful. That is gorgeous for working up a shawl. So that is my progress currently on that, and I am still working on it. I am also still working on the 100-day challenge. I have been posting daily updates for that over on my Instagram, which if you would like to follow me, all of that stuff is linked in the little link list. There's a beacons URL in my description box that has like all of my links in it, and all my info like that. So all my social media links, like email, wish lists, all that good jazz is all in that beacons list. that beacons link in my description box. So if you want to check it out, you can. Also, if you just want to search for me, it is Nova Gnome Creations on Instagram. Also on Facebook, but I'm posting my 100-day challenge updates on Instagram. So I have been working on doing 2 granny squares a day. I just finished this one for one of today's granny squares. I need to make the other one still. And when I get to 10 of them, I will be seaming them together and doing strips of 10. So today was... I believe today is day 8 of the 100-day challenge, so 2 more days and then I will have 10, and then I will be working on seaming them together. So if you missed what I'm doing for my 100-day challenge, let's see, is my little note over here still? It's not, but I can just tell you anyways. I am doing 2 3-round granny squares every day for 100 days. And the reason I'm doing 2 3-round granny squares is I decided that I wanted to make little granny square blankets for my niece and my nephew. So my nephew's, I'm making the squares a little bit larger, and he is a toddler. And then I'm making my niece's squares a little bit smaller, and she is a baby. So I'm really excited to be making my first granny square blankets and having the great motivation of who I'm making them for is just icing on the cake. I'm really excited to work those up, and I think I'm making it more manageable for myself because I'm just doing 2 3-round granny squares, so they're not big granny squares at all. And I'm making sure I sew in all of my ends as I go. So some of them I change colors every round, and some of them are solid, but either way I sew in my magic circle tails, or color change tails after I finish the square, so that when I go to put them together, I'm probably going to put border colors around each square, and then other than that, just contending with whatever tails I have after that. I won't have to deal with all of the, magic circle tails and color changing tails, because I know from experience of hearing other people talk about it that is like the worst thing about making granny square blankets, is you can end up with like a whole slew of tails if you don't like stay on top of it. So I'm making sure that that's part of my challenge. That was the key, making it part of my challenge so that I can't be like, oh, I'll just do it when I do my strip of 10 or whatever, like, or I'll do them tomorrow and then never do them tomorrow. I'm like, nope, it's part of my challenge. I am posting my pictures every day, and other than the one tail at the end that I leave on there because I'm going to post a color, border color, and I can work over it, I have to have those other tails woven in, or I have not done my challenge properly. So that's what I'm doing for mine, and that is going well. I have not missed a day yet, even when my back has been hurting, which it is hurting quite a bit right now. Even the day that I couldn't sit, I got my granny square post up. So I was very happy about that. I was very proud of myself. I picked something very small and manageable, so it's not like it's a hard challenge in the fact that a 3-round granny square is difficult. It's just the idea of sticking to it every single day despite what I have going on. That's more of the challenge, and in the end it's going to come out to be like a pretty good sized project, so I'm really excited about that. I love breaking larger projects down into smaller bite-sized pieces because I get overwhelmed with large projects, very overwhelmed, and then I just don't do them and I just quit them. So I think that this is a fun thing, and doing like 100 days has like a very definitive start and end. It's not like, oh, I'm doing it for the whole year. It's like a countdown. Like, I think it's a good way to do it. So I love this 100-day challenge. And if you hadn't heard about the 100-day challenge yet, which I have talked about it a little bit already, Llama Mama Kayla actually originally made a post about it, and that was how I found out about it. But it is a thing that has been going on apparently. I want to say that this is their 10th year doing it. It was either their 7th or their 10th, and don't ask me why those are the two numbers sticking out in my head, but I looked up the 100-day challenge and read about it a little bit, and found out that they've been doing this for either 7 or 10 years. They do it every year. So if you would like to join in, mostly it's on Instagram, and you just do hashtag 100-day challenge. And I believe the Instagram like official page for it, which you don't really need to go to the official page for it, but I believe it was at symbol, like, you know, the little email @ symbol. the 100-day project, if I remember right. Yeah, so I've just been hashtagging mine 100-day challenge and posting them over on my Instagram. So that is kind of also a WIP because that's going to be going on for the next 92 days. And I've made also some little seeds for future granny squares, some little centerpieces. And I will give you a quick flash of these, but you can't know too much about them. Making some little hands and things, but I'm not going to tell you about those. But you can see those are also a WIP. And then lastly, my WIP that I want to share with you is this. I'm working on a baby dress. Almost said a baby blanket. I'm working on a baby dress for my niece. Right now, she is only 3 months old, but her current favorite color is yellow. It's the color that she has expressed interest in as, you know, just being a 3-month-old baby, the color that she looks at. So there's going to be a button here. That's why it's open. And this is what it's looking like. So I was like, okay, she loves yellow. You guys remember I got that ice cream yarn. This is that ice cream cotton blend in the color lemon. I was like, yellow, well, I could make her a cute little dress for spring in this cotton blend, this ice cream yarn, because this is supposed to be really, really good for baby dresses, because that's what Lisa at Happy to Hook Creations uses. So I was like, oh my gosh, I am going to make her a little yellow spring dress. And guys, is this not looking so pretty so far? I am loving it. So this is the yarn I'm using. And you can see it's got all this pretty like variegation in it. It is a 37, or where did I get a 3? 47% cotton and 53% acrylic. And this is a Turkish yarn. It is machine washable and dryable. And it is a 4-weight yarn. And then try to give you guys a little close up here so you can see some of the gorgeousness of the yarn working up. I am obsessed. I am obsessed with how this is working up. Love it. And I do have 2 skeins of this, so if I use up all of this one, then I can break into a second one if I need to. And this is, can you guess? A bag-o-day crochet tutorial pattern. So it is the Easy Crochet Baby Dress tutorial that she just put out a month ago. I will link it in the description box below also, because I know a lot of times her videos do have really similar names and it might be difficult to find, but I will link it in the description box below. I love the way that she does her little clothes tutorials. I followed a tutorial from her for my niece's ugly Christmas sweater. And then my nephew's, I just freehanded and did a little hexagon cardigan. But I followed a little sweater tutorial from her for that. And I love the way she does it. She just explains things in such a like easy to understand, beginner friendly kind of way. And for somebody who hasn't really like made garments very much at all, it is very, very helpful. I honestly see myself making a lot of baby dresses in the future because I'm having a lot of fun making this one. So I might have to play around with making more of them. I've got those other ice cream yarns, so maybe I'll make some for my Etsy shop too. And, you know, maybe my niece will also just, you know, get showered in dresses. But that is what I've got going on for WIP Wednesday. I just want to remind you guys that you are doing fantastic. You've made it halfway through the week. Give yourself a big old pat on the back for that one. I know that it can be difficult sometimes, but you have made it halfway through the week. And now you have climbed the hill and you are at the summit. You are at the week, or the peak of the week. And now you just have to coast down into the weekend. So you are doing a good job. Just take a minute to appreciate the fact that you have done this. You have made it to Wednesday. And if things are difficult for you right now, I just want to remind you that you are not alone, that you are loved, that you are cared for, that I am rooting for you, and everybody here in the cozy little corner of YouTube that is Nova Gnome Creations channel is rooting for you. We all are sending our love and our hugs. Just like think of like the Care Bears with the colors of the rainbow blasting out from their chests. That is us in the cozy little corner. We are just sending all of our love, all of our good vibes, sending our strength, our encouragement, and also acknowledging that you are freaking a bad butt. Try not to swear on my channel, but you are just doing a good job. I'm so proud of you, and I want you to know that, okay? You're doing a good job. You got this. You got this. Let's go. I hope everybody has a great rest of their week. I will see you guys tomorrow for luck of the draw. I was thinking of the acronym for luck of the draw, which is like LOTD, and for some reason my brain was like Lord of the Rings. My brain was just like, yeah, tomorrow's Lord of the Rings. Tomorrow is luck of the draw, and then Friday is community spotlight. So just going to give you a little heads up, a little reminder that you want to send in your stuff for community spotlight. Or if you want to send in your stuff for community spotlight, my email is in the description box below. And that is novagnomecreations@gmail.com. You can send me any makes that you've made. There's no limit. Let me know what name you would like me to use when I share it, and title in the subject line of your email, Community Spotlight. That's all you got to do. Send me as much as you'd like, as little as you'd like, whatever you'd like, and I will share it, and we can have our little fun montage on Friday. All right, guys, for real, have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye!